Hi guys, okay, this is a simple cooking. Today we're going to do a bush pot, a dingle stick to hang it with, trammel. Our ingredients are going to be some egg-free ribbon noodles that I had left over at the house, and a secret ingredient that we'll bring up in just a little bit. We're going to fill the pot with water, we're going to get it on the fire boiling, add our noodles into it, add a little salt, and then we'll put the secret ingredient in. Stay with me. Okay, pot's on the boil. As soon as we get a good rolling boil, we'll go to the next step. Simple tripod arrangement with a hook in one of my dingle stick hooks and one of my bank line trammels. Works really good for this. Okay, we got good steam coming out of it now. Now we'll add in the noodles. Now I prefer to take the pot off the fire and do that. But I hate getting my fingers burnt trying to do stuff. I just lift up, move it off the fire, and do what I got to do. Alright. Now, I'll add in our noodles. Pretty good bit. And yes, I carved that hook so it would open that up. Now, back onto the fire. Let them boil about, oh, say 10 minutes. Okay, we have now thoroughly boiled the noodles, and they are nice and tender. Set that aside a second. And most of the juice is boiled away. Not stuck to the bottom, but it's nice, tender, ready to go. Now at this point is where I would take crumbled bacon, leftover sausage, country ham, something like that, and add in here. But I'm going to drain off the excess water. I want it to have about 2 cups of water left. I think I'm a little over that right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to utilize the design of the pot to open up my handles, realizing them puppies are going to be hot. And I'm going to hold the lid down. I'm going to tip off the edge and drain. How much do you know? By the angle of the pot. Should be about right. Okay. Now comes the secret ingredient. Sausage gravy. You know that instant biscuit sausage gravy you get at the store? Yeah. Dump it in there and start stirring. It's hot, and the liquid will instantly start turning to gravy. It'll be thick. Just start stirring. Now if you like sausage, biscuit, and gravy, same stuff, but instead of putting it onto bread, I'm putting it onto noodles. Just like that. Now when you first combine it, take my advice, stir all the way to the bottom, make sure that it's fully mixed. Don't be cheap on the stirring. Stir for at least a minute. Mix it up. Otherwise you may have a dry spot in there. I think I'm pretty good here. Alright, now, see, gravy. Now you put the lid back on and let it sit for 5 minutes. Let it cool down. Don't worry, them noodles are going to hold the heat. But let that gravy have time to fully coat that pasta and for the flavors to blend. It'll be well worth it. Again, crumbled up bacon, a little bit of sausage, a little bit of ham, whatever you got that's that little bit of meat, mix in here. That would make a perfect little meal. Okay, been 5 minutes. Now, what we got is gravy and noodles. It's better to err on a little too much water than not enough. If you get to this point and find it's a little too, like, you know, paste, add a little water to it. It's still hot, and it'll be fine. Mix it up. I've done this several times, different pastas and stuff like that, and it makes a good pasta. Sausage gravy. So, try this at home ahead of time, because hot. You can get too little water, and it's kind of like a little pasty. Leave sufficient water. Too much water and it's not quite enough. So err on the side of caution. Put it in there. Learn by experience. I figure, like I said, the angle of the pot, how much water is left, and I'm pretty close. Perfectly fine. It's sausage gravy with noodles. It's got a sausage taste. Now add pepper to it. Add butter to it. How about brown gravy? How about chicken gravy? How about any of the other gravy packets? Read the directions and just make sure at the end of it, when the noodles are done and the water's still boiling, drop the water down a little bit, dump in the gravy and stir it up. Let it boil another 2 or 3 minutes, whatever it takes to make it thick. This type gravy for the sausage gravy is something that is made, you know, almost instantly. It just thickens up. And so, poof, there it is. Very filling, adds a lot of calories to it. And what have I used? A pot, water, noodles, and a package of gravy. That's it. The meat I may have left over from another meal. See, this is a meal extender. So let's say I fry a bunch of bacon at breakfast and I have leftover bacon. I know, no such thing ever existed, right? But you have bacon left over. Well, crumble it up. After you get the gravy in there and you've made the gravy, crumble it up and put it on the top. How about some chopped onions? How about wild veggies that you pick up, like, you know, wood sorrel or whatever? How about, I don't know, peanuts? Whatever. It's a basic idea that I can augment many ways. It doesn't have to be this gravy. I just happen to like this white gravy. But how about brown gravy, turkey gravy, chicken gravy, ham gravy, whatever? You know, it's something that I can incorporate to it. Or suppose I've got leftover drippings from grilling a steak, or leftover gravy from when I made for breakfast. I save that and make the noodles and add it to it. See, I'm adding a flavor. How about I boil this in chicken broth instead of plain water, and then I add in butter and make buttered noodles. See, there's a pile of pasta I can do, and it weighs nothing, easy to carry. I'm going to pick up water locally, and it's very easy just to add a piece here, 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 and turn it into a completely unique dish. So I can carry the same 5 ingredients and never eat it the same way for 5 days. Just how I change the variety a little bit. Hope you enjoyed this, guys. Thank you very much for watching my channel. And if you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Please leave any questions or comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. And until next time, I'm Blackie, wishing you safe journeys. Have a great day, guys.